When I was a kid, my family got our first computer maybe in 96 or 97. So I was either 3, 4, maybe 98, so 5 years old. I remember them bringing it home. We had this giant L desk in our basement, and the monitor sat in the front, and then over to your right, and the cabinet, it was the tower. Giant ass thing. And at first, I didn't know what it was. I didn't know what it did, anything like that. I remember them showing us how to use it. Me and my brother, who was 2 years older than me, turn the tower on, let it load up, all this noise it makes, and then connecting to the internet was a whole different story. The whole dial-up, making all those noises. I wasn't really into video games at the time. My brother had a couple consoles. I think it was maybe the PlayStation and the Sega Genesis. Never really a big fan, but when it came to computers, what came with our computer was two games that you could put in. One was the Green Army Men figures, and a dinosaur hunting game. I remember having to push the button, make the disc come out, put it in, download it, load it up. It took forever. Graphics were horrible, but at the time, I thought it was the coolest thing ever. And then as I grew a little bit older, AIM, AOL Instant Messenger, I think it was called, came into play, and that's when you can kind of really chat with your friends outside of school. For a lot of people, you kind of got to talk as if you wouldn't talk in person. You could say different things because you're behind a computer screen. That, to me, looking back, I feel like it could be the same with my parents looking back on telephones. How they used to be on the wall, having to do the dial thing for every single number. So I can see me looking at an old computer to looking at the computers now using a MacBook Pro, how small it is, take it anywhere. It's got touch bar on it, Wi-Fi being a big thing now. Same goes with cameras. I'm big into photography, and I remember my first camera was a film camera. You had to take the pictures and then develop the film, and now cameras and lenses are just outstanding. For the most part, you can snap a picture and send it straight to your computer, edit it there. So that is a huge advancement from when I first started to now. And maybe 20 years in the future, I'll look back on the camera I'm using now, which is top of the line, and think it really wasn't that good. So I'm excited. Technology changes every single day. And whenever you kind of pick something out in like a decade format or single something out and then look back on it 10 years from now, you think to yourself, like, how did I use this? Like, how is this the greatest thing in the world?